return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. So out head the Falcons for their first possession. And it's their fifth-year quarterback leading the charge.
And when we look back at last week's win, Kate, pretty easy to see those 4 touchdowns had a lot more of an impact on the game than the 1 interception he threw. Wasn't quite perfect. I'm sure that pick will nag at him, but you'd welcome an encore of everything else he was doing in that ball game.
No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
2nd and 10 now. On the move, headed right. Completes, it's Bijan Robinson. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Got it, man. Robinson has it. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Pushing the pace right away to start the game. They're going for this. They can't connect as the coverage comes through with a 4th down stand.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Back to throw on 1st and 10. And his first pass falls incomplete. Trying to force one through there. So that brings up 2nd down. Pass play coming here. He gets this one in Nakua. And he gets it down to the 35 before stepping out.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. And he goes down. The Falcons got to him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
And this one ventures out of play on the fly. The question is where it's marked. Looks like they'll say the 17-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Go! Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. In the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. Trying to work quickly now. Now on 2nd and 10. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Back now, pressure on its way. That's completed right side. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. That's the rookie from Texas A&M who took him down. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 41. He's going deep this time. This is caught inside the 15. And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons take a 6-0 lead in the first quarter. That one splits the uprights. And the Falcons will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. So the LA offense getting out there for their 2nd drive. They didn't start the game off like they wanted, Brock. Still searching for that opening 1st down as they take the field a 2nd time. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
His pass caught by Nakua. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Duke's at a one-stop. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down. Looking to the air here. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
The give here on second. We'll drive it forward, but won't get beyond the line. Troy Anderson that time with the tackle. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Buys time, rolling right. Oh, he's going to run for it. So march it forward after they accept the penalty. A fresh set of downs after that penalty. Here's 1st and 10. He's going to throw this one. Quick slant taken in by Nakua. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. We will not get another play in here. That's going to do it for quarter number 1. Neither side separating much so far. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. Time for the second quarter of play. It's Rams football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Keeping Nakua the target on that throw. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Let's go. Here's a throw. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Juju Brents with a stop.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
He completes it in traffic. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down. Working inside the red zone. Brought in right side. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
We know how hard explosive plays can be in the NFL, and so often they come via the air. What a great help for the offense to find an explosive play on the ground. Well done.
Took his shot at 6 that time. It's 2nd and goal. Back to throw now. And he will score. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams start to fight back with their first points of this game. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Has this at the 6. He's got a lane up past the 30. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Throwing it to start this drive. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Another try following the sack. He's going to push one. They connect on the deep shot. Touchdown, Atlanta! The Falcons just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. Tucker able to tack on the extra point. And the Falcons break that tie and now lead by 7. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. They've got a chance to tie this up here as they trail 14-7. Motioning the tight end now. They'll throw on 1st. Has him on the quick hitter. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Throwing from the gun here. Short pass brought in. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Pass play on 1st and 10. Finds a man right side. This is ahead for about 5. Peyton Wilson getting there for the stop.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
From the 46. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Into the red zone. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. Tucker on for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Falcons double their lead to 14. A quick chance at redemption after that pick-6 as it's sent away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now LA getting its offense all set to go. And they didn't have much time to recover from that pick-6. Need short memories here as they head back out. It's the 2-minute warning now from Atlanta. The Rams working here. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They'll try and throw it here. That one's caught along the left sideline. A gain of 27 yards there. And it brings up an LA 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Setting up a throw. Complete out to the right side. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he has the Los Angeles touchdown. The Rams make it a 1-score game before halftime. That was just gorgeous football right there. He saw the window, just had to wait for his guy to float toward it, and that pass fit in beautifully for the touchdown.
Kate, this is one of those moments where a quarterback's got to take his pre-snap read and make sure he confirms it quickly post-snap. And when he does, and he's got space to fit that post in, like you said, it's a thing of beauty.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Return coming from the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. He's on the move. He's going to keep it this time. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Taking a shot deep down the field. This is brought in at the 15. And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons grow their lead just before halftime. Brian Thomas Jr. the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. You got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find pay dirt.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. He'll get this to Samuel. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Clock continuing to run as the Rams hurry to the line. Here's 2nd and 5. Caught, nice gain left side. It's a huge pickup on the play. And the Rams are going to have a 1st down. From the red zone now. Cut out left. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts. They'll throw it again. Catch is made in close. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Timeout taken by Los Angeles. It's 2nd. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Out of the shotgun. They'll give it to him inside. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Rams make it a 1-score game before halftime. Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. And the words of Pete Carroll resonate. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. This return starts at the 5. This return makes it up to the 25. The Falcons and Brian Thomas Jr. ready for another drive on offense. They're up by 7. We'll see if they choose to just rest on that going into halftime. Slot man in motion left. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Escapes the pocket. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Trying again, following the sack. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. He drops it. Oh, a huge gain in hand, but he couldn't finish the catch.
Man, with how hard it is, Kate, to get these plays down the field, can't let the coverage off the hook with a drop. Just can't happen. You're going to see it right here. He saw the open space ahead of him and started running before he ever brought the ball fully in.
And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains. Now the Rams are going to use their third and final timeout. They still need 10, but the offense getting set on fourth down. They're going for this. And they won't do it. That falls incomplete on fourth down.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
First and 10, looking to throw. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw. A dependable kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Here comes the final play of our first half. Looking to throw. Chased out to his right. Passing struggles, bleeding over from that last play. He's forced to get rid of this one. Well, the teams are ready. The fans are ready. Let's give the people what they came here for. We'll jump past halftime and get right back to the game. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. The Rams are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it. And we'll move to the next.
Early movement along the right side. The flag comes out.
False start, offense.
One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards.
Here we go.
They send Nakua in motion left. Second and 12 behind the sticks. He gets this one to Nakua. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
They'll head up first and 10 from the 42. One of the tight ends motioning left. Here's a give up the middle. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Juju Brents with a stop. Second and 6 coming up here. Back to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down. New set of downs for him from the 46. On first down, they'll run. And this one does not go far. They'll come to the line here, second and 9. A tight end in motion now. Back to the well again. And he'll advance this down to the 38-yard line. That's going to go down as a gain of 7. Now they're going to have third and 2. They give it to him again. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there. He's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
He's on the move. Now he takes it.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. All right, set now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Another carry for him. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they need the same now here on 3rd down. Now they'll throw out of the gun. He has the catch, but no, he can't get down in bounds. Oh, Brock, it was nearly a touchdown, but they're going to say it's incomplete. Prater puts it through, and that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Here's the Falcon offense headed out. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Now looking to throw. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So they're left facing 3rd and long. They're throwing it. Taking a deep shot here. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete.
You know, ball skills, they're not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball, too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge...
He's got it deep downfield. What a time to rip off that type of gain, huh? Gets him the first on 4th down. New set of downs for him at the 38. Still sticking with the passing game. Forced out to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down. They are throwing it again. Into the hands of Pitts. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. On the move, headed right.
Well, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane. Just a little bit of room, just a little bit of air in the pocket. He found one of those two, but the defense swarms towards him and denies him the other.
2nd down, looking for options. And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons grow the lead to 7. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Falcons grow their lead to 8. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Possession switching back to the LA offense as they head out. They have a chance to tie this game back up, but they got to get this to the end zone first on a touchdown, and then again on a 2-point try. 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go.
They bring the tight end in motion. Simple dive up the middle. And he's charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Here's 2nd and 7. Completed over the middle. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
I think the defense is still turned around looking for where the ball is. Is that QB and tight end? They got that ball out in a hurry.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Falcons will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. A handoff for Robinson, running right. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Another carry for Robinson. And this one doesn't go far. It's only a gain of 1. Back-to-back misfires on the ground, and they're facing 3rd and long. He's back to throw. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about.
Intentional grounding, offense.
So it seems like either way they were getting a 4th down here, but this way cost them some extra yardage too.
Hey, I get you want to avoid a possible turnover by forcing it down the field, but it's really hard to find a scenario where 10 yards and a loss of downs is the better outcome.
34 yards on that punt. And the Rams will take possession. The Rams set to go on offense once more. And you know that interception is in the back of their minds as they head back out there now. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 38. Complete out to the right side. And what a hit there. Alex, she pays the price for moving the chains that time. To the line we go. They're set. 1st and 10. From midfield now. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
And the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
Tight end motioning right. 2nd and 10 now. Dump off caught by his back. They deliver a shot before he can get to the line. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12.
Let's go now.
Looking to throw it. Throwing the out route complete. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts.
Let's go.
He'll look to throw it. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. And the Falcons make the play that should win them this game. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Robinson. And he has enough room to gain about 4. Timeout taken by Los Angeles. It's second. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Staying with Robinson. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Now the Rams are going to use their 3rd and final timeout. 1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Robinson on the inside give. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring up. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Here's Robinson up the middle. Look at that work, turning those legs, driving across the 15. And he will score, and with almost no time left, that should clinch the win. Tucker adds the PAT. And the Falcons lead by 15 now. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
You know, Kate, that was one of those situations where you hear a quarterback having a clock, right? You know, and he had enough time in the pocket, but then it was like, okay, time is running out, and I got to do something. He did not force a throw and risk a pick. Instead, he just got rid of it and cut his losses.
No better luck than the last play, Brock, as he just has to get rid of it.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. To throw. The Falcons getting close, and they take it down. So the Falcons defend their building and take the win at home. And their start to the season not cool.